Isn't it amazing how easy it is we can know all the wonders of the world from the tip of our fingers? The world is so vast, and yet each information can be easily stored and obtained like a flash. Back then, it would have been impossible. Back when people rode carriages, the women wore dresses and men wore waistcoats. Education is considered a privilege.
Fantastic.
Teachers or educators became the sole source of knowledge. Students were taught in classes with a variety of education tools. Even now, the same methods are still being used in the classroom, in addition of advanced tools like computers and slides. However, implying the same way of educating in the last century into the current timeline, where technologies hold a greater impact in our lives, just don't work anymore. Why is that? Because within the current century, students of this generation are far harder to gain their attention. They know that all of the information shared in the classroom can easily be obtained from the internet.
Fantastic.
Therefore, educators need to consult and adapt to the modern changes of the education for the newer generations. They need to figure out how to make the education system relevant in the students' lives. Here is how educators and students alike can use the media in the classroom. Instead of the conventional teaching board, attach the computer, use the slides. Don't just talk, show it. Let the students engage in it by letting them answer on quiz on their phones. Students could work together to solve a problem. With their own devices, teachers wouldn't need to do countless of paper photocopies, and everyone will become accountable with their own work. Other unconventional education method is through movies. We all know the cinematic world have a lot to offer in regards to educating. Movies have a way of giving greater impact in people's minds. Movie directors or producers tend to create masterpieces that helps the audience to think more of the storyline instead of viewing it purely for entertainment. They like the audiences to think more in terms of technicalities and logic, like in animations or designs, to understand the way of a culture or a community, to gain an insight on the common or practicalities used in English literature, and in some, allowing the audiences to think deeper on law of physics or basic math. Teachers could give the students a task. Other than focusing on textbook details, students should be allowed to expand their thinking outside of the pages. Students could relate their understandings on the subjects they've learned to the movies assigned to them. They could write an essay, or discuss their understandings with the other classmates through phone chats or video calls. It is undeniable that current students are very well attached to the genuine connections and the identities they have created on social media. The media platform is full of learning possibilities that we can gain multiple benefits from it. For example, students could gain crowd opinions or attention by using social media to post surveys or to promote events. They could gain comments from others besides their classmates or teachers. Through social media, students could learn the idea of gaining public attention while receiving information about their friends or the current public issue. Other ways to use the media include giving the students the opportunity to choose from a range of technology for their next project, like turning speeches and oral presentations to podcasts. Instead of telling it, they can use their creativity to turn it into a visual story. They could create mini documentaries about their research projects. They can use multiple graphic design tools to create or animate their art pieces. Instead of writing long essays, they could write and publish their writings as online articles. With the current technologies being so advanced, students could easily connect with the outside world. The point of any education is to ensure that the students could relate and practice it in the real world. The students could use technologies to relate themselves with real-life people or situations. With the internet, they could search for millions of solutions or research findings related to their task. They could build connections with students from another school or speak to natives of a language learned, regardless of the distance. They could also publish their assignments on a website or a blog for a public audience. Next, teachers could create a class blog. There are specifically designed templates for one to create a blog or a web page online. Class blogs can showcase everything the students have created. This will make it easier for the students to view theirs and other classmates' works accordingly. Nothing will give a better sense of accomplishments and creativeness than seeing all the students' projects on the same page. Games. Nothing beats the interesting and engaging way of learning through a fictional virtual world. Students can use their own creative thinking to create or join in the fun of completing missions. Games involved points and scoring systems that is easy to view and track. Students could choose from the different range of characters offered in the games. Education through games takes the setting into learning challenges in an immersive virtual world. With only the internet, students can learn anytime, anywhere. Through games, learning takes a whole different level of interactions and excitement. Implementing the use of media during the teaching and learning activities needs to be put into practice as technology is considered essential in the modern world. Showing the students how to use media tools could allow them to explore the wonders of technology and prepare them for the real world where media is found and used everywhere. However, it is important to ensure that the media is used proficiently as a way to enhance the education without neglecting any form of learning. What do you think about the use of media in the education system? Do you think we should change our methods? Leave your comments down below and recommend any other method of education using the power of media.